In this video, we are going to talk about how to make your kids listen to you without yelling. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Most parents have yelled at their children at some point. However, yelling develops into a harmful habit for some parents. Yelling is one of the 8 discipline techniques that, according to studies, can exacerbate behavior issues. This may result in a vicious cycle whereby bad behavior causes more yelling, and so on. Over time, screaming becomes less effective. A child who hears you yell at them frequently will stop listening to you. Yelling also has the drawback of not teaching children how to control their actions. A child won't learn how to address issues amicably if they are shouted at for striking their sibling. How to discipline without screaming is shown here. Number 6. Establish clear rules. If you've set clear household rules, you'll be less inclined to turn to yelling. A set of house rules that is prominently displayed in your home may be helpful. If a rule is broken, take prompt action to enforce the penalty. Abstain from shouting, nagging, or lecturing. When you do, it's unlikely that your comments will inspire your youngster to behave better in the future. Number 5. Establish consequences ahead of time. Your youngster should be informed in advance of the negative effects of disobeying the rules. To help your child learn from a behavioral blunder, use timeout, deprive them of privileges, or apply reasonable consequences. For instance, you might say, "There won't be TV for the evening if you don't finish your responsibilities before dinner." Your youngster will then be responsible for making wise decisions. You won't be as inclined to yell at them for doing their tasks because the initiative is now in their hands. Think about the implications that will probably have the biggest impact. Remember that a consequence that is effective for one child may not be effective for another. Number 4. Provide positive reinforcement. Encourage your youngster to obey the rules by rewarding good behavior. Make sure you provide good incentives for following the rules as well, especially if there are negative repercussions for breaking them. Congratulate your youngster for abiding by the rules. Use a phrase like, "I appreciate you completing your to-do list as soon as you arrived home today. I'm grateful for that." To stop your child from engaging in attention-seeking behaviors, give them lots of positive attention. Spend some one-on-one time with your child every day to encourage them to keep up the good effort. Setting up a reward system for your child could be beneficial if they struggle with certain behaviors. For younger children, reward schemes like sticker charts are effective. Token economies are effective for older kids. Number 3. Examine the reasons you yell. If you catch yourself screaming at your child, attempt to identify your triggers. Learn calming techniques if you find yourself screaming out of anger. You will be able to set an example for others by doing this. Self-pause to collect your thoughts. Wait to correct your child until you are calm, unless the situation is threatening. Try various tactics to grab and hold your child's attention if you find yourself yelling after they ignore you the first time you speak. You might wish to try providing instructions clearly and without shouting. Finally, come up with a clear plan to deal with a child's disobedience before you start screaming out of frustration. Many times, parents make empty threats that they never intend to carry out of a lack of other options. Number 2. Offer warnings when appropriate. When your youngster doesn't listen, give them a warning rather than scolding. When you utilize a when, then clause, you are letting them know what might happen if they carry out your instructions. Say something along the lines of, "You can play with blocks after supper when you pick up your toys." A power battle often results from screaming. A child is more likely to be defiant the more you yell at them to accomplish anything. Number 1. Follow through. Avoid bugging them or issuing repeated warnings. Instead, carry out the punishment to demonstrate that you mean what you say. The secret to persuading your child to alter his conduct and become more obedient is consistent discipline. Remember that depriving your child of devices for 24 hours or making them do extra tasks will make them think twice before breaking the rules again. These repercussions will be more effective than yelling at them. Conclusion. It's important to enter into every situation with an open mind, calm manner, and stable attitude. If your kid is getting out of control, there are some measures you can do to bring them back to center, starting with open communication and giving them the opportunity to respond kindly. Most importantly, it's always okay to step away from a situation if you feel your own emotions starting to bubble over. Just remember that every situation is different, and each time this happens, it's another opportunity to instill learned behaviors that are positive and productive. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.